Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. We're just going to give it a couple minutes, give people a chance to come on in. Good morning, Das. Hello. Thank you for the heart and prayers. Like I said, we'll just give it a couple minutes for people to join, jump on in. I know my title's a little off the wall, but that's the way I'm feeling right now. So it'll make sense when you've known me long enough. Oh, God. How you doing today, Das? I'm okay. I mean, for the most part, thank you for asking. I'm okay. I'm a little bit all over the place, though, to be honest. Just the fire. So while we're waiting for others to join, I had done a community post, and the long the long story short is that the fires really fucked me up because I don't know if the right word is triggered, but whatever the adjective is, it brought me back to the devastation of the hurricanes. Totally two different things. Totally, both things were unnecessary, uncalled for, and just horrible. And no matter what's going on, the people have died and suffered and lost things, and it kind of shook me up. Maybe that's a better adjective. I bet you are. I bet you are. All right. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Let's get started. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, follow, like, share, subscribe, do all the fun stuff, and the banner down below. Let me take off the. We'll start shortly because we are starting right now. Okay. All right. So, bear with me. We're going to get through this. I'm in no rush, but I don't want to drag it out either. If that makes sense, great. If not, figure it out. So I'm going to do my best. And I do want to say one quick thing. If a person or a troll, if a person you don't like or a troll comes into my chat, I strongly suggest this: work it out, ignore them, or block them. Okay? Because we're all adults. And if some people don't get along, I totally get that. Because there are a couple people that I could tell them to go fuck themselves, but I'm not going to because it's not worth my time or my breath. You know what I mean? So do not just do me a favor, do yourself a favor. So again, if a person that you don't care for or a troll comes into my chat, either work it out, have a discussion like the adults that we are, ignore them or block them. Okay? So that's where I stand on that because I don't have time for the bullshit. Now, the other day, somebody came into my chat and they were totally, uh, I mean, saying some off the wall shit, right? And I gave them an opportunity: remove your comments and be cool, or get out. There are certain things I will not tolerate. I don't care who's lurking, who's in my chat, who's not in my chat. There are certain things to me, in my opinion, my live streams, my chat, that I will not tolerate. I don't give a fuck who they're targeting or they're talking about. To me, there's a line, and depending on my attitude and my mood, I will gladly throw them the fuck out. Okay. But otherwise, we're adults. All right. So figure it out. And when the person didn't remove their comments or get out, I chose to take those comments that were held for review. Okay, so those that know. Sometimes comments are automatically held for review, so the either the mod or the content creator of the channel can overlook them and see if they're valid or showable or not. So the person didn't want to take down their comments, and I said, okay, get ready, take out your cameras, do your screenshots, whatever the fuck it is, and all the comments I showed. Okay, so simple as that. I think my feelings and my comments are valid. I hope you do as well. Because here's the thing. Excuse me. If your comments are going to be strong enough to come at somebody or just be a douchebag, then I'll show them. There you go. I don't care. Because that's just showing, number one, what kind of an asshole people are. Or, maybe they have beef with someone. Number two, it shows that I am not afraid of anybody. Okay? Sticks and stones, whatever the old adage is you want to use. Not going to happen. And it gives people a view to know that, oh, if I ever see that person that comes in my chat, they may not be as filthy or aggressive or whatnot, but at least you'll be familiar. It's a heads up, if you will. All right. So, thanks for letting me do that little rant. Scandals or lies can be to some people great or funny or content. But when it happens to you, then it's a different ballgame, right? Or does it just depend? Does it depend on who you like and follow or who you don't? So, in other words, if somebody's we're not talking about light trolling and shit talking, gentle shit talking. We're talking about the serious digs, right? So it's okay if you don't like the person. And that includes me. I'm not just pointing fingers. I'm saying me as well. So if I don't like somebody and I see somebody doing that shit, it's okay. But if it happens to somebody I like, then my attitude changes, right? Or my thoughts I may not be encouraging it or supporting it or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It happens. Everybody at one point in their life has done it and is guilty of it. Sticks and stones won't break my bones, but chains and whip excite me, Rihanna. Das, you dirty little dog. You're so funny. Sissa Cat Girl. Both you guys, good afternoon. So, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? All right, let's get to it. The first one we're going to watch is Riddle. Many of you know and like her. I know I do. Riddle stands up for a lot. She works tirelessly. I mean, I don't know any of these people in person, but I'll tell you what, it shows. You got to stay focused. You got to stay focused and keep your eye on the prize. No, don't be sorry. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. It's all good. I got a sense of humor. You guys know me. I like to fuck around and joke around and talk shit sometimes. I'm guilty of it too. I never said I wasn't. But, all right. Just because people are seasoned doesn't mean they're an old biddy and can't have a sense of fucking humor. We all over here then. Gee whiz. I love the switch up. Hit the like, hit the links, damn it. All right, let's go. Riddle in the video that she made. It's called Let's Talk About Your Fetish with AI, Scott. Okay? Let's go. Oh, and if any time there is an issue with the audio, please let me know immediately so I don't go on and you guys don't hear shit. Because one day everybody could hear me and not the video. So please let me know. All right? All right, let's go.
None of you will ever stop me. I promise.
She's a very, I don't say this as like a chauvinistic male or anything. She's a very attractive looking woman. She's beautiful.
Oh, Scotty, are you ready to talk about this yet? Are you done with all your lying? They still haven't stopped me. I'm still here. Your lies don't scare me, okay? Don't sit there and gaslight your fucking channels with I'm obsessed with you. Bitch, you ain't my type. You would never be my type. You ran when I found out, Scott. And you used me making a video about AP melting down as a weak-ass excuse. I asked your punk ass legit questions, looking out for your bitch ass. Okay? That's all I fucking did. AP and Golden Chariot have each other's phone numbers. And secret.
When I end this stream, you hear Dom? Where's Dom? Do we have eyes on him? Is he streaming? Dom. Better have a message in my phone. I will see you very soon. You know I don't sleep.
I was looking out for your bitch ass, Scott. That's all I did. You coming up with all this fucking bullshit was fucking wrong. All because I asked questions. Legit questions. Golden Chariot is supposed to be your opposition. He's part of 1776. You're telling me that they're trafficking children, Scott. You're not gonna sit there and lie to anybody anymore about me, okay? You're not gonna act like I'm obsessed with you or I'm some fucking fatal attraction or ex-lover or something. Bitch. And it's all on your watch. You're the only bitch that had access to the real photo that could have got it, edited it, and emailed it out. You're the only bitch bragging about taking people down with AI, right? Did you think that would fucking scare me away? Did you think that would make me go fucking silent? I survived being nonverbal, and I will never shut the fuck up. Are so obsessed with me? You had to do this shit. Mina, I suggest you sit the fuck down. You have zero fucking clue. I've been really fucking nice, even though y'all are fucking spewing life-altering lies. How long have you been stealing my photos, Scott? How much money have you and your sick fucking friends made off of stealing and editing my photos, Scott? Who all did you send them to, Scott? You think I'm just gonna sit the fuck down? Bitch, do you think doing anything to me can fucking stop me? Bitch, you cry about 5 days in jail, okay? I suggest you pull up your little big boy panties and fucking face me. Let's talk about it, Scott. You said, bitch. You said when I fucking told you, Scott. Oh, they work that fast, eh? What the fuck is that? Who, Scott? And why did they have access to a photo that was on a private platform, Scott? You had access to that platform, Scott. Why do they? Did you really fucking think telling lies about me was gonna make me run? No, bitch. No. And you already know I fucking stand against fucking wrong shit. That was wrong. I've been shredding your lies to pieces for years with your own fucking words. You pulled me in this, and until I get my justice and I see others being wrongfully done get their fucking justice, I ain't going no fucking where. None of your lies can fucking stop me. None of your AI edits, nothing. None of your fake paperworks, nothing can fucking stop me. But guess what? It's going to stop you. I fucking promise. Why do you think you get to re-victimize anyone ever in life? Scott. You got me fucked up. Eat your fucking heart out. Quit making your fucking girl think that I am making these videos showing the truth, exposing your lies, because I ever fucking wanted you. Stop brainwashing her. Never trust what a magician has to say. They're always lying. You know, I listened to your girl, and I know she's got a problem with liars because of everything that she has been through. Why do you always zoom in on people, Scott? On their bodies. Not even their faces, but their bodies. Men's crotches, women's crotches, children's crotches. Why, Scott? Who's getting the screenshots from those shots that you're taking? Who's editing them for you, Scott? How much are you getting paid to do that, Scott? It's very obvious. You do it to your girl all the time. You've done it to Sunshine. You do it to a whole lot of people. You did it to that girl out in West Virginia. Let's talk about it.
Wow. Now, I purposely put the closed caption on and slowed it down so that you could not only watch it, but you could hear it and understand the words. Zanny, good morning. Welcome in. I love me some Riddle. I do too. Zanny says, I watched that this morning. So curious about the story behind it. A lot of people are too. A lot of people are too. You know, Riddle and Dad Ant and Doss and Vaughn and other people have been working so hard to let everybody know what they don't know. Big Chief, good morning. Welcome in the house. Ay, Paisan. ¿Cómo está? Love to you, brother. I'm doing chinguanda, 50-50. I'm all over the place today, but I'm doing well otherwise. As well as I can be. I'm alive and breathing. Go Riddle. People that feel wronged by DOA seem very angry and are invested in wanting to be heard. And that's why I believe all of them. Sister Cat Girl, very well said. Facts. Very well said in facts. That is such a excellent point. Well spoken, well said, and to the point. Now, what I will say is that one of my videos I did, it referred to Scott about 2 years ago. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because when he was starting out in the People's Convoy, Scott himself was having a conversation with some people. And the conversation, one of the things that Scott spoke about is that he has a friend. This is out of his mouth. He has a friend that's an Army paratrooper that does all of his editing, all of his YouTube editing, and is in Chicago. Now, if you give me a moment, I myself will look for that really quick, because that's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. Let's see here. All right. You guys, oh shit. Sorry. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. Have fun in the chat. Let me just take a peek at this. I'll be right back. Because I don't want to bore you with where I'm looking and yada yada. So just give me a second.
Just an hour away. The eye, maybe? The date?
Yeah, the date what makes now.
Yeah, eye. It's
10,
eye.
10, 22.
Yeah. It's an eye.
1,000 years old.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Scotty.
Donald Trump Jr. here with an urgent message about America's irreversible path towards financial ruin. Guys, the numbers don't lie. Our nation's debt is spiraling out of control. Consider this. Since January of 2021, the federal debt has increased by over $7 trillion.
Brace yourself for this beast of a lens, military grade, and ready to roll with you anywhere. Dude, you
sent to Cash App without a
Yeah.
By Barcelona Apartments.
Against him.
Violation.
Else approached the victim until the ambulance. He described Davidson Hill that the victim had confessed to her.
Sergio motherfucking Octavia Cartwright.
On there for you to rewatch at your own pleasure. People. The main thing is it was in her own, and that's morals when it comes to things or people. He just doesn't care. It goes as such a phone for anybody else. I'm just looking at POS, etc.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, this is evil motherfucking love.
Sorry about this, but it had to be done. Anyway.
There you go. All right, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Zanny, DOA needs a cage 2025. Also, Zanny, DOA finally gets his cage 2025. Okay. So, this probably did happen for a reason. Absolutely happened for a reason. So, a live I did the other day, you can check me out, but over there from YouTube over to Rumble, Rumble over to YouTube. I want to show you this. So, Zanny, the question about what was behind it, I found it for you from my live. Now, I don't think this is the only one, but this is what did it. So, let's check this out and let's go.
Hope you guys all have a happy holiday, and I'm going to make more videos that aren't about Nikki in the future. So sorry about this, but it had to be done. Peace.
Okay, so motherfucking Pandora won't play during.
Darn it.
Scott again. My biggest troll. You love Nikki Riddle, DOS, etc., and the murder of 2 people. Let's speed through it. So this is Scott's premiere. Let's see what's going on.
Anyway, hope you guys all have a happy holiday, and I'm going to make more videos that aren't about Nikki in the future. So sorry about this, but it had to be done. Peace.
Okay, so motherfucking Pandora won't play during this shit. Yeah, I'm a little fucked up. Yeah, this is evil motherfucking love. Yeah, this is goddamn Chardonnay I'm fucking drinking 2017. I don't give a fuck. But check this out, dude. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with this movement. I don't give a fuck what's going on with this movement. All I want you to know is that I'm for real. I am for real here for real victims. Jeff Winehouse, Karen for real victims. Jeff Winehouse, Karen Howell, Crystal Sturgill, motherfucking Octavia Cartwright, dude, Aaron Hodges, Marcellus Williams, Bobby Foster, Ken Allen, Austin Lusty, Cassidy Hutchinson, dude, the list goes on. Okay? Fuck Facebook. Fuck Twitter. Fuck Instagram. Ain't nobody providing my travels but my husband. Ain't nobody doing shit for me but my husband, okay? And I'm trying to do it for y'all. I'm trying so hard. But I feel like I'm failing every one of you because I don't know why. There's no winning. You guys keep waving these fucking American flags. God damn it. Fucking recognize. Wake up. Realize. Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do. You guys are hopeless. I just want to hide in a fucking cave. Okay? Forever. And not deal with any of your fucking problems. But I do because I'm a fucking empathist. And what do I do about that? No fucking know.
So this video that's done by Scott on his Streamer Wars channel, I'm still, believe it or not, I'm not quite clear on what the point of was this, except to fuck around and find out. Hey, Vinny, good morning. Welcome in. I was told I can get the gravy here. Vinny, are you going to fuck around and find out? Is it gravy or is it sauce? And I better get the right answer. Oh my God, that's so funny. You can get the gravy in here on the mashed potatoes, and you can get the sauce on your macaronis. How about that? So Scott is pushing his boundaries. He's pushing his limits. He, ants, piss, ant, whatever you guys call them. Everybody has a name. He's just fucking around. And in my opinion, it's not just fucking around. It's a distraction too. Like, he's purposely grasping at straws. He's desperate. He wants to throw things out there, pull things out of a vault, pull things out of his ass. Magician, no magician. He is creating like usual. Anything to stick it to you. Somebody he used to brag about in the past and be best friends with and hang out with, and then for whatever reason it's never Scott's fault. And he constantly lately has been saying, everybody needs to be held accountable, even me. But depending on who it is or how it's said, because let's face it, okay, we're all grown-ups. It's not always what you say, it's how you say it. But, it just depends on who it is. Oh, there's only certain people that could get to Scott. There's only certain people that can make Scott understand. All right. Okay. Yeah, Doth. I'm telling you, the gravy. Oh, shit, Vinny. Get the fuck out of my chat then. Vinny, get the fuck out of my chat. Oh, thank you, Zanny. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, Zanny. That's so kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yo, Vin. Only because you put laughing emojis after I'm from Philly, it's gravy. I'll let you stay. Jesus. Yeah. Don't forget the gravy. Oh my God, that's too funny. Oh shit. Let me just finish this up. Hold on, let's go.
I don't know. There's infiltrators in the goddamn movement. We got James trying to go about it. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. I don't even want to get into all that right now, but wow. Holy shit. I don't even want to get into it right now.
Old Joe Baudouin, Nicole Napier, Nikki Fisher before the murder at the Waffle House.
Okay, so Zanny, to answer your question, I wanted you to see that with the closed caption to get to this. So the way I understand it, and I think I'm right, is that Scott loves to fuck around with the AI. And like I said, he mentioned in a video 2 years ago during the beginning of the People's Convoy that he has a friend that's an Army paratrooper that does all the editing on his videos. All of his videos. So that's one. And then, of course, Vaughn keeps saying the name and I keep forgetting it. So sorry, Vaughn. I know you were helpful and said the name. Ghost Stallion or Ghost Trooper or some shit like that. That is a supposed IA and a hacker. So with the IA shit, this might answer your question, Zanny. This part right here. Because the grasping for straws and just doing shit to annoy the fuck out of people. He read the old, he had AI read it. Well, just listen for yourselves. There you go. Have at it.
House, there was a murder at the apartment complex she lived at, which involved her in the trial, which was some.
And he's talking about Riddle. So he uses her handles and her name. But he did this as a dig. So instead of reading it himself, he used AI. So I think I'm pretty sure this is what triggered it. Because he's such a dickhead.
Some 5 years after the murder, Ms. Harris testified that on the evening prior to the shooting, she had argued with the victim, who was drinking and smoking marijuana while also on medication to treat a chemical imbalance. During the
Wait, did you say you... Sorry, guys. Oh, you do really need to go. Oh, okay. All right, honey. Have a great day. DOA's Cage. Good to see you. What's up? Oh, no, after my construction builder video, I'm just reading. Okay. All right, honey. Well, listen, you have a good rest of your afternoon, and thanks for dropping in. Good to see you, honey.
In the course of the argument, the victim had kicked in her front door and broke a mirror in her apartment. Sarah Hill, who was a resident of Barcelona Apartments when the shooting took place, was in police custody for an attempted forgery conviction at the time of the trial. She testified that the defendant, known to her as TLOC and as a member of the Crips gang, confessed to her that he had killed the victim. Ms. Hill recalled that on the night prior to the shooting, the victim also had an argument in the apartment complex parking lot with a woman she could identify only as Tamara. She stated that she and a roommate, Nikki Napier, had intervened during the altercation by asking to borrow a compact disc.
All right, so you guys get the hint. That's what the AI thing was all about. He thought it'd be really funny to troll the shit out of her and keep fucking with her. Well, I've said it a million times. So is Riddle. So is many other people. Even Scott's, what is it? Hashtag snotty droopy pants, Vinny. Even Mina, Sticker Chick, Icy Grifters, chairman of Antifa on YouTube. Even Scott's friend called him out. And I was adult enough to say, well, at least she did that. She was on a panel with Scott and told him, Riddle did not kill anybody. You know Riddle didn't kill anybody. And finally Scott said, no, Riddle did not kill anybody. But here's the thing. It's over and done with because Riddle did her time. Unlike certain people that are on the internet. Zenny says 6 months ago, DOA posted this or something like it for about 10 minutes and took it down. I knew in 10 seconds it was revenge. Lara, you're next. Women stay away from DOA. 1000%. 1000%, Zanny. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to get more coffee. But you guys get the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? You get the gist of it. Poking, and just let's go, right? I mean, I've heard Riddle say it, and I've heard others say it. If you're going to try to come at them with something, at least do something new and creative, right? CC, good morning. 100%, Zanny. That's right. Stay away. I hope everything's well with you, CC. And I'm so happy you're here. All of you, I'm very happy that you're here. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna be blunt, but I'm gonna be delicate at the same time. At least I'm gonna try. Yesterday was fucking crazy. Okay, I'm gonna do the best I can, so just bear with me, guys. I thought Becky's live stream after I saw her community post was going to be the end of it all. That Becky was going to go through and have the report done by law enforcement of DOA not only recording her phone call between the two of them without her knowledge or consent, but then to play it on a live stream. And I know she's going through a lot of stuff with her family. But when the initial post was written, there was a comment that she, well, not a comment, excuse me. Let me be careful what I say. Towards the end of her post, she wrote something along the lines like, I am wondering if I made the right decision. So with that being said, excuse me, I thought she was referring to Scott and the trolling she's getting. That's what I thought. but it wasn't. And again, I'm trying to word this. I don't want it to come across any other way but with my heart and my head. Okay, facts and feelings. I thought because of the trolling that when she said, I wonder if I made the right decision, that she was going to do a live and be all upset and go back to that moment in time. When many of us were telling her, we told you so. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? And Becky had said, please respect my decision. I don't want to discuss it and further. So when I saw that community post that she wrote, I thought to myself, oh my God, we're going to have a boohooing session and she regrets not doing it sooner. And that wasn't the case. So, Becky, I want to say to you for that part, I still wish that you would do something. I'm never going to stop saying that. I really wish you would just do it. I know you said you have your reasons. I know I had said in one of your lives that, well, the window's open, but I don't know what the time is, like how long you have that you could change your mind and file it. The people and the trolls and Scott that's coming after you, or Scott's people, or whoever it is that's doing it, I do feel bad for you. But I'll say it. When somebody gets hurt and victimized and betrayed by Scott, everybody needs to do something. And that's their responsibility and their part, because nobody can do it for you. And if he is stopped, not even stopped, slowed down. If he is slowed down, then that's something. Right? I mean, it is what it is. But I did like realize you went live and I was trying to catch up, and then next thing I know, the video was done. So but I always wish the best. And hope and pray, Becky understands my family situation, and she said it herself in my chats, that even though she's going through shit, she tries not to bring it up in my chat because she knows my parents lost everything and I'm by myself. I don't have a husband or shit like that, Most of the time I thank God for that, because who the fuck needs it? No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. So again, I hope it wasn't confusing, but that's my point. The end of her page, or excuse me, the end of the post, it said, I'm wondering if I made the right decision. My fault is that assuming that had to do with her getting harassed or trolled by Scott and his people, or just outsiders, and not calling the cops on DOA. There. I hope that was a better understanding of it. Vinny said, yeah, that's wire fraud. DOA's cage. If she will do something, she will not tell us. Exactly. And it's not that she's going to not want to tell. She would want to tell us, but she's not going to do it on YouTube, because then everybody will be prepared. I get it. Sissicat, what are you laughing at? I guess at this point it doesn't matter who DOA sets his sights on, because it's always lies and very cruel, Zanny. Right. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, Becky, I'm sorry I assumed. It's just when you worded it like that, that's the way I took it. So to you, I apologize. And of course, like I said, I don't want to see anybody go through terrible shit, because it's heartbreaking. She said yesterday that friends with a badge are. Oh. Oh, okay. See, like I said, I didn't lie. I wasn't able to catch up on it because the video cut out. So, all right. Now, part of my title is certified. So, find out for yourself. Do your homework. So, this is how I go about things. Google is not always your friend, but it helps. So, what I want to do is share this. Oh, let me take our little pink friend off of there. Bye-bye. All right. So, I want to show you this. When I use Google, sometimes I just put it in as if I'm talking to somebody and ask a question, right? So I said, is there such a thing as a certified harm reduction specialist in California? Because she's gotten trolled the fuck out of for that. So I decided to look into it for myself because see, we got to have a little fun because of this right here. Because of this. Check it out. No, you make that make sense. See, here we go with it again. And calling a woman a twat. All right, so I wanted to play that part. Oh, there's no sound? Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me go back. Let me go back. Sorry about that, and thank you for letting me know. Is there sound now? I mean, I know you can hear me talking, but there's still no sound, guys? Let me know what's up. Hash browns, it's better without sound. That's funny. Did you hear that or no? Fuck. Hey, good morning, Riddle. Thank you guys for letting me know. What the fuck? How about now? I know the joke was you could hear it's better without the sound, but honestly, can you guys know? Fuck. What the hell? All right, let me try this. Damn it. Hold on, guys. All right, I refreshed up. If not, we'll just watch it with the closed caption, but I hopefully will get this. I'll get this, not you guys. But at least there's closed caption. I wish Rumble would have it, for Christ's sake.
Feels comfortable calling you a piece of shit. You're worried about Pinche Becky? The one trying to fucking get me in jail? For me exposing the lies of Pinche Becky? That's the certification that you never checked? You didn't call the health department like I called the health department. Like a true crime investigative journalist, I fucking got off my lazy fucking ass and called the health department. I said, hello, health department. Can you tell me about harm reduction specialists? They're like, what are you talking about? There's no certifications or anything in the harm reduction specialist thing. There's no certification in LA County. Oh, are you fucking serious? No fucking shit. You fucking twat. You didn't even think about that, huh? You didn't think about doing any type of fucking research, you lazy fuck.
I'm so happy now. Thank you guys. All right, cool. So, like I said, at least thank God for closed caption. So, I bring that up to go to this one. What I had to Google, right? Okay. So, and again, thank you for the audio. If that ever happens, please let me know. So in Google, it's not always your friend, but I typed in, is there such thing as a harm reduction specialist in California? Okay, bring it to this one. CEP certification applications, CDPH. December 19, 2024, the Directory of California CEPs list all authorized SSPs in the state, and the OA harm reduction webpage provides more information. Okay. Now, not too many people like to read or whatever. Why the fuck won't it open? Douchebag. There it goes. More coffee. And again, for everybody in California that's affected by the fires and has lost, I just can't say that, except what everybody has said to me and my parents. I'm just so sorry, and it's so fucking unnecessary. but there are programs and stuff like that, right? I just wanted to get to that point. But here is the real juice, and I'm going to share this. Okay. So there are a couple points in here, and I couldn't highlight separately everything, so please bear with me. But harm reduction specialist. Now, I will say this, in a lot of jobs out there in the world, okay, they'll call you a reservation specialist, okay? That word is misused a lot because they're not always a specialist, right? You call up customer service and they're a specialist, and you ask them a question that, you know, to you is normal, and to them, they have no fucking clue. None. I don't know. And he's one to talk. Where is he driving to? Why is he running? Well, he's said this morning he's in West Pennsylvania, and this morning he was doing a live. He was at Buttermilk Falls. I love DOA's downfall, watching bad actors use his own content to bury him, Zanny says. Think he's near Harrisburg, Cage. Yeah, like I said, he did a live this morning, and he said, and I saw the, you know how like when you go into state parks and shit, they have, or museums, they have those pedestals with the sign and the history and all that shit. He was, excuse me, he said he was at Buttermilk Falls, Western Pennsylvania. Okay. So, let me scroll up to you for you guys just so you could see. Now, I don't do AI. I wouldn't know how to do it, where to start, but this is called Reducing Mortality Substance Use, PEHNLAC.PDF. Okay. It's the publichealth.lacounty.gov. SA and all this other shit. So it's reducing mortality from substance abuse, which you've heard Becky talking about. Reducing mortality from substance use among people experiencing homelessness in Los Angeles County. So see harm reduction services. Okay, the action plan, page 7. Talking about doing your homework, right? So everything is here. I'll drop the link in the chat for you guys. But I have my notes here. Number 11. Where's number 11? Because like I said, I couldn't highlight things separately. It was either all or nothing. I was like, fuck that. Where's number 11? Did I pass it? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far. Good morning, good afternoon, because not everybody's in the same content. I did that on purpose. Did you catch it? I know it's continent, but I said content. Fuck me. Where's number 11? Oh, no. Okay, harm reduction services. Okay. So there's that. You know, if DOA and others want to call Becky out for not being a harm reduction specialist, and Scott, you just heard him say that he called the health department. Well, maybe that person wasn't a fucking specialist. How about that? You know? So you have this here. And then you guys can always go back to it. Oh, wait, but did I? Wait a minute. Let me see. Excuse me. So when Becky says she's a harm reduction specialist, you know, the words some companies or places use is not literally a specialist, but they use that, and it also makes a person feel good. But facilitating harm reduction services through education and training. Historically, harm reduction and SUD treatment services were viewed more as distinct rather than concurrent treatment options. This in part stemmed from beliefs that individuals seeking treatment and recovery should commit to sobriety and reject strategies that were perceived as narcotic substitutes. Example, FDA approved medications or served as temptations for relapse, i.e., overdose prevention, medications, cleanup supplies. Okay. This ultimately contributed to the discouragement of harm reduction interventions by some service providers. With more recent acceptance of SUDs as a chronic and relapsing health condition, a promotion of patient centered and direct care, it became critical. But I want to find that 11. I'm probably scrolling way too fast. Excuse me. So when I'm done reading that one about 11, I'll drop the link for you guys for later. And you can see for it for yourself. Okay, 2, 3, 5. Where the fuck is 11? I know I'm not tripping, man. I know I'm not tripping. Was it page 11? What the fuck? Oh my god. Let's see here. Let me look at the other page. What the hell's going on? It's right there in black and white. Dominions are so stupid. Yeah. But I had something specific, Vinny, that was all right. What I'll do is let me go find it and scroll without getting you guys dizzy. All right. So, yeah, Vinny. All right. So, harm reduction services are broadly defined as practical approaches and programs designed to reduce the negative consequences. I'm just angry at myself that, oh, number 11. Really, it's actually 1-1. Jesus Christ. Ugh. God almighty, this American coffee sucks. I need espresso. Cappuccino. But the thing of it is that, DOA said he called the health department and they're like, what are you talking about? It's all there in black and white. Substance abuse, everything. Here, remember when they were fucking with Becky about the needles, right? Expansion of syringe exchange programs. All this stuff. And the thing of it is I believe Becky did mention that not all places were accepting it, meaning they weren't on board with this harm reduction program. See? Further, all DPH, whatever, prevention and treatment contractors are also trained in opioid overdose prevention techniques, including maintaining all the stuff. So it's all here. Vinny said it, it's in black and white. But I really want that part. It pisses me off. And you know what? I'll just drop it in the fucking chat. I'm getting agitated. Yeah, thank you, Riddle. I appreciate the espresso, love. So I'm dropping that in the chat just to prove a point. So he's calling people, women, a twat, and saying, you're an idiot. Did you pick up a phone? Okay, well, maybe the person that you spoke to is new and doesn't know of it. Just saying. It's possible. It's possible, but you can read it there for yourself. And I promise you, because the thing of it is that I looked at it specifically for this reason, because I hate reading sometimes. I really do. Not going to lie. When I was younger, I used to love it. I love to read. However, as you get seasoned, you don't always love the things that you used to, right? But I'm just so sick and tired of seeing the chat names and, saying shit. Now, again, she's admitted herself. It would suck to have to bite her tongue and say she was lying. But if she, if she says she's wrong, or if she knows she's wrong, she would do it. I mean, first of all, I don't even see what there is to fucking gain about it. I really don't. Here we go. Fucking bingo. Bingo. Damn it. Over the past several years, several California bills have been proposed to establish SCS at select pilot locations. Becky specifically said that it was a pilot program. Okay, so pilot locations across the state, and it is likely that similar bills will continue to advance, both in California and other jurisdictions across the country. The HMPI work group supports piloting SCS in Los Angeles County and will explore avenues to make this service available to PEH and other populations. Fucking there you go. Mic drop, bitches. Mic drop, bitches. Oh, may I have some chamomile with lemon and honey, please? Matthew the King, hey, good morning, buddy. Remember when Lara lied and said she got stuck with a needle while cleaning the tents? It was an obvious lie because she said she didn't want to get tested. Lara is in on DOA's bullshit. Spot on. Defender of DOG, excuse me. Bullshit. Defender of grift. Hell yeah. I mean, you don't have to be in a cult. If you're that scared and you got pricked by a needle, the hospital's right the fuck there, right? They're on Fountain Avenue, and up on the top street is Sunset, where Kaiser Hospital is. Yeah, okay. And I'll tell you what, I had said my theory a long time ago, that because DOA got a restraining order and then Danny got the restraining order from Fountain Avenue during the encampment, everything was buck wild. If she did get poked by a needle, I said, this is a theory. If it's true, then she probably was so upset, freaking out over the whole situation, and told the girls what happened, but don't tell Scott, right? Well, out of all those girls, somebody might have gone back and told Scott, hey, Scott, there was a needle in the tent. Lara got pricked, and that freaked them the fuck out even more. But it's bullshit. Any fucking moron with a brain knows if you get stuck by a needle that's not yours, meaning drugs or diabetic, you would freak out. You don't know if they have hepatitis or AIDS or anything like that. You don't know. You have no fucking clue. Yeah, his pants droop when he needs a diaper change, Vinny. Oh, damn. Really, Newfie? Huh. Good morning to you. I'm telling you, drilled, slashed. The thing of it is, if it would see now, guys, pay attention, right? Got to pay attention to the professional. If Scientology did it, where were the nails? Isn't it usually nails that are in tires by Scientology? Just saying. Larry never got pricked. That lie was made on the fly, and they had to stay with it, Zanny says. Yeah. And the thing of it is that if she really did get, that's why I keep fucking with it, right? If she really got pricked by a needle, the hospital is right there. Right there. Wonder if she ever went to the chiropractor like Scott said she'd do that for that non-existing. All right, I'm sorry, Riddle. Wonder if she ever went to the chiropractor like Scott said she'd do for that non-existing incident. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For real. For real. Cinderella, good morning. I can't stand this animal. Cinderella, I hope you're doing well. I hope all of you that are on the East Coast and Midwest are staying warm as fuck because it's cold as balls. So, and let me just share this too as well really quick. This one's not a read, but Los Angeles Times. In a bid to stop overdose deaths, California could allow drug use at supervised sites. All right. So this is just something, again, that for Becky to make something, to talk about it constantly, she's guilty of. She was like Zach with the investigative journalist, right? And she, don't forget, Becky, I'm saying that, yes, I'm fucking with you, Becky. Yes, I am. I'm a harm reduction specialist, and Zach is an investigative journalist. But she's not lying. The shit's right here, guys. That's a map of all, let's see. Okay, so Diamond Mendoza left receives healthcare items from Christian Diaz at the Center for Harm Reduction Drop-In Center in Skid Row. Becky has mentioned that many times. I'm going to Skid Row. The center has a variety of programs, including a needle exchange, which Becky had quite clearly said she doesn't like dealing with needles. Well, I don't either, and I'm not a harm reduction specialist. I fucking hate needles. All right, there's a map. The Center for Harm Reduction uses blue pins on a map of downtown LA to denote drug overdoses that were reversed. The red pins signify overdose deaths. Okay, so there you have it. You know what I'm saying? So Scott didn't really do a great job of his homework. Dr. Rolando Tringali, are people trying to fuck with me with all this stuff from my glasses that broken? Is a family medicine specialist who works with clients at the front door of the Center for Harm Reduction in Skid Row, Los Angeles Times. Okay? So, guys, get off of her. Get off of her with this shit. Just, it's all here. The map. Okay? Weapons, drug use, drug dealing. Oh, keep this space free of. That would have helped reading that first. Fighting weapons, drug use, drug dealing. You think? So there's the map, right? The red pins and the blue pins. And out on Skid Row. So do yourself a favor. Just leave her the fuck alone. Leave her alone. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm effing pissed off Someone's making up shit about Poe on the go. Oh, Chris on the drums. Good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, buddy. We're going to get to that shit. Vinny, I'm reading the comments, guys. Guys, make sure you hit the links down below for me, please. And thank you. Always needed, always appreciated. Like, share, subscribe. Get a subscription on Rumble. Gift membership. Vinny says, shit, I got stuck with a needle in 1998. I went to the hospital, multiple shots and testing for over 2 years. A normal person would go to the hospital. Amen. Cinderella, I live in a city of 200,000. We have harm reduction specialists. What the fuck? There you go. I stepped on a needle and it went through my sandals. Oh, damn. MTK. Scotty is a harm specialist. The natural enemy of a harm reduction specialist. I'm telling you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out the tabs that we already went over so I don't fuck it up. That was mine. Okay. The AI with Riddle. All right. That is a good one, MTK. How you doing, Matthew? You all right? Everything good? Of course, I asked that of everybody, but I'm just checking in, and I'm glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, hold on a second. Got to step away. Be right back. What are you talking about? Did I scare you? Excuse me. Mikey's not feeling good, the little guy, but whatchamacallit, I had to let him out for a second, so let's see. I'm good. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are. Now, Matthew the King, is that your I'm all right? Or is that I'm all right? Nate? Oh, Riddle. But like the cartoon character, right? But. Everything is fake, not happening. Everyone is lying for a show. But. Oh, shit. Paranoid psychos. Oh, my God. You guys are too much. All right, let's see. They come, they go, they don't type, but they're listening. That's all right, Zanny. That's okay. You know, I'd be ignorant to think that's not that's not happening, right? No big fucking deal. You got to know it's happening. Oh, MTK, he's laughing. All right, all right. All right, so let's see what Big Boy's got to say.
Yo, what's up, peeps? I know I look like an Eskimo here. Just wanted to go over a few little things here. I'm alive. There was some emails of a few people that were concerned about me, so I just want to check in. I'll do about a 20-minute stream here, and then I'm out. Out in the woods here, enjoying life. My friend's got a beautiful property here. I just wanted to touch on a few things and just clarify a few things, and I just missed you shitbags, so I wanted to come on and talk to you. You guys know you're not shitbags. I saw that sticker chick. Well, you know, that's something I've been saying, you know. Let's keep the violent ones in, and the other ones kind of got to come out. Pardon party, dude. Yes, so let's see, I got Riddle all going over there, and Vaughn. It was nice seeing Vaughn in ZDD's chat while she talked about the tires being slashed. You know, they talk about all this like stuff that they're against, but then they always support some of the nastiest people or some of the nastiest things and bad things happen to people. I don't wish any ill will on anybody. Even when I call out a bad actor, I don't wish any ill will on them, any damage on them, or anything. You know, it was great. You know, there's people talking about the grifting, saying that it was a grift to slash our own tires and put super glue in someone's locks. You guys are just fucking stupid, really, is what it all comes down to. Great thing is we have proof that it was not us or me or the person. Actually, the person that I believe it is one of the bad actors that I called out months ago. I'm gonna let Laura release the details on that, but we have more information about the tire slashing. You dumb fucks, man. People are always watching. There's always something going on. Got a lot of people who help me, and a lot of people that are paying attention. And there's just, you guys aren't good at breaking the law. Truthfully, is what it comes down to. Why do you not age with J6? Seems odd to me. I don't know what age with J6 means. Doesn't. It's not a full sentence. Yeah, no. The Wizzy thing, him getting beat up. I don't condone violence on anybody, and Wizzy's a special.
Okay, so breaking the law, right? We heard that. And then I will say this. I don't know Wizzy like you guys do. You know what I mean? You've been here with me for a little bit. I don't know Wizzy like you guys do, but when I saw that video, I was sick. I kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit. I didn't bawl, but I was like, I cried. Like, what the fuck? Is this real? His sick, twisted shit. And it was explained to me this wasn't a joke, this wasn't staged, this was some real shit. And for somebody to not only post it, but as a premiere, like he did with Riddle shit, it just fucked me up. I can't. Like I can't comprehend the sick fuck that the sick things that he does. I'm sorry, sick things.
Age with J6 means doesn't. That's not a full sentence. Yeah, no, the Wizzy thing, him getting beat up. I don't condone violence on anybody, and Wizzy's a special person. He deserves a special place in hell for him, just for the lies and manipulations. And I just reshared his video of the Antifas in Portland chasing him out. And it does appear that Wizzy was working with the police, and that where that video is from a channel run by Rooster, which is somebody I called out 2 years ago now as being a bad actor. Specifically that Wizzy was hard right and AP was hard left, and they shared the same mod. And that mod, AP said, got her out of court trouble. And so you put 2 and 2 together. Also with Wizzy's other mod and supporter, Jack, who ran a geo tracking protester website, and with connections to Allied Security, which was the People's Convoy security system. They had a contract with them. That geofencing, geocaching thing was to track protesters. And so I to this day believe that Wizzy is working with or working for some type of agency that tracks protesters and is a Scientologist. And I'm not going to veer off that. It's my belief. It's the reason why Sparrow's not in jail. And that's my belief.
Oh my God. Wizzy might be an asshole, but that was not called for. And he finds it funny. I don't get it. The Antifa and all that shit going on. All right. So it was mentioned about Poe. So let's go back to Poe. I didn't realize how there's so much fake shit and there's so much real shit. When I went from a viewer to a doer, when I made my YouTube channel so that I could participate and do all that shit, right? No life is unicorns and rainbows, but I didn't think it was also the other end of the spectrum of like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it and how this keeps continuing to happen. Anyway, this is about Poe.
Make that make sense. So going back to that, what the fuck are you fucking doing the thing? What, Poe and the Ghost said that and you just fucking like, oh yeah, I don't like OSA. This is an OSA tactic. Nothing about any of my swattings being at gunpoint. Nothing about the restraining orders. Nothing about the litigation that I won. Nothing. Absolutely zero. You didn't talk about Josiah today with the restraining or with the plea deal that he can't talk about Scientology for 2 years. Didn't talk about Danny winning $35,000. You're here simping for fucking women abusers. The fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. I love this beanie. And I'm going to fucking wear it all the time. None of that makes any fucking sense at all. Seat warmers are very warm.
Okay, so he made his point, right? So to speak. All right. Now, with the Poe thing, let's go back to this. Wait, hold on a second. Let me go back. So he just said, you don't know who you're fucking with. Let me get out of full screen. And so he's on a mission constantly. He might take a break from it. But he's constantly on a mission to fucking I'm sorry. I'm trying not to swear. I mean, I swear I know I do. But you know, that's just me. Love me. Oh, thank you. All right. I'll go back to it, but he said that let me try refreshing that one again. He says clearly you don't know who you're fucking with. So that can be considered a threat. It could be considered a warning. Let me slow it down some too. Let me see. Thank you for letting me know it was muted. I appreciate that. It was a shock. Pup Groomer, good morning. Hey, Fraud, good morning. It's okay, you're Italian. Laugh out. Porto miserio, Jesus Cristo. I'm not going to believe it. These are peoples. All right. I refreshed the page. Let me make sure you can see it. Okay. All right. Let's go. Is it muted now? Right there. You don't know who the fuck you're fucking with. So, with that being said, Scott has a YouTube page, Twitter, Rumble, all the things, and on the Facebook page too, right? So he's making fun of Poe, saying, "Oh, somebody stole my pictures off of Facebook, and they went through the two-way verification and blah blah blah." And Scott's like, "No." Let me see something. And no, I'm not offended, honey. I'm not offended. But he said all these things about Poe. So here's the thing. Oh, he's a cop. How could that happen? And nobody hacked into your Facebook account. It's if you're putting pictures up, right? So there's some truth and there's some digging at it. There's some truth and there's some digging at it.
Sucks, Poe. You know, what stays in Bangkok's what goes in Bangkok stays in Bangkok. Free and looking for true love in Thailand. Good luck, Tao. Or good luck, Poe. Sucks to be you though. You don't know who the fuck you're fucking with, dude. Seriously. I loved how everyone was in Dodge's channel. I love how people try to play that journalists and they're not going to pick a side, and then all of a sudden there's a point where they have to choose a side because all of a sudden people are going to start calling you out. Exactly what's happening with Aaron. I'm looking for Dodge to answer the question about Karen, and it's just a question. He didn't answer it on the stream, so I figured I'll say it here and maybe Dodge will answer the question. Why did Karen try to get Steve Mango arrested when Steve Mango talked about Karen auditing him and telling him not to go to the doctors when he was going to commit suicide?
So again, he's all over. Now, I've said it myself. I know I can be all over the place. But he goes from one person to the next person to the next person to the next person. That's not you doing it. That's not me doing it. That's him doing it. Thank you, Fred. You don't have to hack into his Facebook account to get pics. If you can see the pics, you can save them or print screen copy them. Right. Exactly, Chris. So I want to know, why does he work so hard at defaming people? Cinderella, that's a great question. And my take on that is that he was not breastfed enough. If Riddle's still here, Riddle. No, that wasn't me belching or sneezing. Riddle knows. Riddle says projection of himself. Some people just go through the highs and lows that if they're miserable, they have to make everybody else miserable. Or here's the thing. Here's another thing. Here's another way to look at it. Cinderella says, just get a job. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Cinderella. You talking to me? But some people, there you go. Some people have this, I don't know, they have this urge within them that they have to prove themselves at all costs, that they have to keep saying their lies so that they believe it. And they have to get some kind of acknowledgement or a pat on the back or there you go, some kind of shit to get recognition. I'm just playing with you, Cinderella. You know I'm kidding with you. But you know what I'm saying? They are craving that recognition. So a lot of people say it, including myself, that Scott has handlers. Lara's his handler, Direwolf and Trucker Girl are his handlers, and they're hanging with these people, all the things behind the scenes. So Zero Dark Tony made a point and said that it didn't seem natural. It seemed weird. It wasn't like him to not go live all weekend. See, it's also like what Vaughn says. It's not what I tell you, it's what I don't tell you. So the same thing goes for behind the scenes. Conspiracy or not. When he is not live, which is rare, we don't know who he's talking to, what's being said. Is somebody giving him direction? Is somebody telling him this is the next move? Because the other day he was fucking around with the live and he's going, I said it out loud. What the hell is this? He's doing a kumbaya thing. Next thing you know, he's going to be praying. What the hell? And then a couple seconds later, he was laughing about all the channels that were being taken down from the person's own choice, the content creator's own choice. And the laughs started coming in, and I was like, there he is. There it goes. And then a couple minutes later, it was back to kumbaya. I was like, what is going on? You crazy person. I'm not making fun of anybody by saying that. It's just the mind is a terrible thing. You know? But Vaughn and ZDT said some things. They say a lot of good things. Tony said it's not normal for a DOA not to go live. You know, and I'm sure many of us were thinking it and may not have said it in a chat or on a live. Where is he? What the fuck is he doing? Oh, I know what that means. I know what that means, but I don't know what that means. You get me? I'm winking at you. I get it. Not 1,000%, but I get what you're saying. Oh. Oh, Nelly. Don't worry, Vinny. Welcome back. All right. So, without further ado, all of you are right about the Facebook thing, right? It's true. If you have Facebook or anywhere, it doesn't fucking matter. If you have your own page or channel and you have pictures, then they're there, right? So, two things can be true. You be the judge. Look at this. Let me remove my pink guy. Okay. Because, again, guys, I don't have AI. I don't know how to fucking work it. I don't know. So, the Thai flirting. Now, Scott showed it on his phone, right? There is such a thing. There is a website. ThaiFlirting.com/en/. There is this website is for real. And a lot of American dudes and men in general like to go to Thailand for that, you know, that side kitty cat. Because we've heard those that are seasoned people heard that joke that American women's kitty cats go north to south, and the women of this persuasion, they're the joke or rumor is that theirs goes sideways. I mean, to the men, they think it's funny. I don't know. I don't fucking get it, but I get it. So the point being is that this website is real. That was not made up. Okay, Vinny. I don't think Riddle's talking to me in the chat. Okay. But here's the thing. I want to make this I want to say this, okay? Many of the protesters have said, and the former Scientologists have said, that they don't like somebody, like if there's somebody they hate or they really can't stand. How many have heard you say that they sign them up for Scientology mail orders? So like they get the magazines and shit, so that the Scientologists harass the people that they hate. Anybody and their mother could make a profile on this website. Anybody and their mother could. You see all of it here. Okay? That is a fact. Poe being on this website, not a fact. Speculation that he's guilty because he took down his whole channel on YouTube, Poe on the Go, that's a possibility. But I will say this. Again, never met in real life, but ever since I started watching Poe, for me, he has never been anything but helpful and kind, just like Rabbit said. And Scott also made a comment saying that, excuse me, Scott also made a comment saying, why the fuck is Rabbit commenting on this? Well, you know what? Because she's like many others. She said what a lot of people did. She put time in it. She invested time into it. She got to know people just like all of us did. So she did stories about it, the abuse, right? The Danny Masterson thing. So that's why Riddle spoke on it, because a lot of the people in the community are good people. Okay? They're good people. And Poe, all he did was help. I mean, one time I was watching his live and I was in the chat and he promoted my channel that was brand spanking new, which was kind of him. I didn't ask him to. He didn't say, do you want me to? He just did it. So here's the thing. We don't have the facts on it. We just have the laughter, the drama, the backlash of it all. The website, fact, is real. Were those his pictures? If I don't know, because I don't know the Facebook. I don't, I never looked over at it. That's possible. And is it possibly true that he had a secret profile on there? Because I believe Tony had done it on his channel and said that the profile was there for 6 months. I'm not sure if, I don't want to comment anymore on that. I just heard it because I was trying to catch up with everybody's lives and shows and shit. So I don't know. But let's just put this aside. Let's say his wife did or didn't know about that website, and it is Poe's. So what? So fucking what? Because if it is true and his wife didn't know about it and he got busted for it, then he's in the doghouse. Let's see. Poe has said, Chris says, Poe has said he would love to move to Thailand with his wife, but his wife didn't like the climate. In other words, he took his wife to Thailand with him. Excellent point, Chris. And I was going to bring that up as well. He talks about his wife all the time. When he's on a live, he has a friend from Thailand. Who's, I assume, I think, I can't remember, but he's American. And he always acknowledges, he says, hey, guys, say hello to my buddy in the chat from Thailand. He's talked about riding his bike in Thailand, that the scenery is beautiful. You're welcome. You know? Hey, Patsy Shropshire. So the thing of it is that, you know, if he's always talks about his wife. He's talked about going to Thailand, his buddy, and also the pricing, right? The pricing is much better. It's cheaper over there. So let's just say it like this. If it's real, was it dirty pool to do that? Yeah, but that happens. But if it's not true and you're trying to come for not only a retired police chief, but a family man, and it's not true, and you fucking did that to really dig at him, that's another horrible example of your character and your credibility. As a person, as a so-called man, you know, you don't like it when people come after your mother and your cat, and nobody has physically done anything to your mom or your cat. But it's okay to go after a family man. See, you deserve it because nobody, if that RO from your sister is locked down because there is a minor, a child involved, your niece, then we won't get the proof unless your sister releases it. Okay? But you don't like that part, right? Now, do we know for a fact you touched your niece? Nope. But you know what? Pattern is a bitch. Pattern is a bitch. Zooming in on kids, filming kids private areas, Riddle made a point and said it herself. Grown folks, right? You're filming their private areas. It's sick and twisted. And I'll tell you what, again, if this was all a lie to fuck with Poe, and to even if his wife and him know the truth, but to destroy them just for your benefit, so you could say when you're right, when you're totally wrong and it's a lie, the pile of horrible just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And if it's true in any way, shape, or form, and his wife didn't know about it, then that's on him. Who the fuck cares? That's his business. We don't live with him. And that's not an excuse. Now, I will say this. He did talk about a while ago in his live about hunting a pedophile and shit like that. Like, what would you guys think if I started doing that? So maybe if that is Poe's website, maybe he was trying to get in to see what men and or women were human trafficking and pedophiles over there in Thailand. Maybe that was his way in, like an undercover thing. Did anybody think of that? This is not degrading anybody or protecting anybody. These are legitimate things that I'm saying. Sissacat girl says, Poe's poor family I feel sorry for. Poe has said, yeah, Thailand, okay. Yeah. I don't have a mod, you dumb fuck. Poe's pictures were publicly available and many included him and his family on their trips to Thailand, Japan, etc. Okay. And Chris says whoever did this to Poe was a real scumbag. Well, again, we don't know what's a fact. All of us, including myself, can make assumptions or have a discussion about it or still be in shock about it and not know. Okay, so Chris says you are. Oh, shit, I missed it. Let me go back over here. Whoever did this to Poe is a real scumbag, Chris says. When did you get that's the thing, Cinderella. I've never had a mod. I've never had a mod. One time when Aja came into my chat a long time ago, I was so new to the YouTube and stuff, I didn't really know what was going on. And people were questioning, is that the real Aja in your chat? So MLH, Mexican Longhair, was kind enough. He was in my chat and he said it right in the chat. If you want, can you mod me for a hot second and I'll go check and see if that's the real Aja? And I didn't know how to do that. So I was like, sure. I modded him up. He checked for me. And then next thing you know, he came back and he said, that's the real Aja. And the wrench got, and then I took the wrench back. He was kind enough to help me because he knew I didn't know what I was doing. Everybody knew I was new. So I never got a mod, Cinderella. I'm a little behind. Let me see if that's even. Okay, so that was the real Zero Dark Tony, but I don't have a mod. So I don't know what he's talking about. Here, I'll just show this. Unsubbed, keep your asshole mods. You get no more support from me. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, but whatever. I don't have a mod. Never, but that one time had a mod. You are correct, Peter. He has a guy as a guest on his show a few times talking about his life in Thailand. GOA hinted maybe Sciento did this and there might be more profiles out there. See, that's the thing. Everybody were all discussing it or making speculations about it. Like I said, it's cut and dry. If it's bullshit, then it's bullshit. And if people did it viciously, whether it's Scientology or people that called Poe a bad actor, you know, like DOA and the people that follow him, there you go. And if it's true, that's his fucking problem. For me, I never had a problem with him. Do I like? Hey, listen, whether I support or watch or I join in your chat, does that always mean I agree and support? No. But who am I to judge? Just like people coming after Becky, just like people coming after Tony. All right, so Chris says, if that's true, DOA is a fraud. Wait, what did... Oh, wait, let's see. Okay. If that's true, DOA is a fraud, then how did DOA find this and who tipped him off? If Scientology tipped him off, then it shows Scott isn't smart enough to realize he's being conned by COS. All right. Vinny. Oh, yeah, keep your sister away from that. It was odd when Sheep called out Ant and said what Ant did with his niece. Ant said, what county? Sounds guilty to me. Exactly. And you know what, Purple Viking? Here's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up because I think about that often. The thing of it is that's also a scary comment. Like, now should we be worried, like, how many counties out there, like, did you do shit? It is a good point, Chris. I don't think that's what he was doing, Peter. Yeah, he surely would have told his wife. Yeah, Again, whoever made it up, but the site is real. The site is real. Let's see here. Not trolls, but DOA's minions. Okay, Freud. If he is hinting that Sciento did this, then in my opinion, he has inside knowledge and is a plant. There you go, Cinderella. That's a great point too. Very much so. He knows it wasn't Sciento. It was one of his minions, like Chris on the drum said. I knew that, and Cinderella says, I knew that you didn't have a mod. I know. Go through every single one of my chats. I don't have a mod. I've never had a mod but for 2 seconds. And again, it was about Aja. Because at that time, somebody had made duplicate accounts of Hollywood Aja. So people were like, is that the real Aja? I'm like, I don't know. And again, Mexican Longhair was kind enough to find out, obviously you guys that have been on YouTube or Rumble a long time, you know how to find out if it's a fake or not. So there you go. YouTube deletes my comments all the time. There we go. Their algorithm bot is super sensitive. The site is real, the profile wasn't. There you go. DOA always screaming about chomos and pedos. It's bizarre and creepy how he has so many in his life. And I've been learning that. Now, the thing of it is, guys, again, I know, see, a lot of times I get angry, not per se at the person. Sometimes it is. It just depends on what's going on. I get mad at the person, yes, but I get more mad at the situation. That's how I roll a lot of times. I'm mad and pissed off and frustrated at what's happening or the situation. Okay, Vinny, thank you so much for coming in. I hope everything is all right. You guys take care, be safe in your family, and get your vocabulary right. It ain't gravy, Philly. No, I'm just kidding. But there is also things to be said. Now, I wasn't able to catch the live, so I don't know why. What was said on Pose Live and the channel's down. Now, for those that didn't know, Sir Crepitus, I don't know why he took his channel down. A lot of people would say and speculate or assume that it doesn't look good. It's not guilty. I mean, excuse me, that it is guilty, like, you took your channel down. I mean, hell, anybody, even myself, right? It's like, well, if you didn't do anything, why did you take your channel down? Why? But because I missed the live, I don't know. Did Post say why he took his channel down? Yo, Osa, time to unlock those files on DOA. Facts about the sister and grandmother's neighbors. Please and thank you. Oh, damn. Damn, coming in hot. So, it is a factor. Right? Because let's face it. If Scott made a video and took it down and hid it, then he's looking guilty. He's done this to me twice now with his AI. He did it to Doofus and Boss Talk. Oh, he did, Riddle? Damn. Let's see here. So I'm repeating myself again. So again, who here in the chat watch Pose Live? Take care, Vin. Talk to you later. Oh, they did? Wait a minute, Riddle. This year or back when they were hanging? Holy shit. Was that last time or was that recently, Riddle, what you just said? Okay, Chris, Sir Crepitus took it down because he had to get a couple of surgeries and was going to be down and out for a few months. I thought he already went through those surgeries in September and October, Chris. And possibly even November. Okay. But thank you for saying that. And, so Poe taking down his website, what's like, I don't understand that. Again, we could all assume, all right? We can all assume it doesn't look good. That Asian website, fake or not, about meaning the profile. If he's not guilty, then he could just say, you know what? It's so funny what people would come up with. They're so stupid, whatever the case may be. Or the other alternative. Because people have taken down their channels before, right? And everybody does their own thing. How many times have we heard Liz Ferris say, I'm leaving YouTube, coming back. And, and comes back. I don't know. Oh, last year. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I know he hasn't produced any content. He's usually like on the panel with them and stuff, which is nice seeing them together, I just don't, like I said, we can all think bad things are good things. But to me, Poe never did anything to me. My thing that I was trying to get to is that, with the Asian jokes and the American men going down there to hit it and quit it and have their party time, if you will, as long as it ain't kids, it's not my husband it's not my husband. As long as it ain't kids, that goes for everybody and anybody. Point fucking blank. If you're a fucking pedo, then you deserve to fucking be tarred, feathered, your nuts cut off. Fucking prison is too good for you because you'll have your own little wing on the protective custody with the other pedos. Fuck that shit. Hey, if you're married and you get caught, I mean, we've seen it happen, right? Now, Aaron, I mean, the proof is there. The proof is there. But with Poe, I can only assume just like anybody else. In fact, he was in Poe's last live and even brought people a few channel membership. Yeah, I mean, the guy never did anything to me. I'm not in his fucking house. I never met any of these people in real life. It's all through here. It's all through YouTube. It's all through Rumble. He says, me and Poe, Riddle says all right, let me get a sip of coffee. He says, me and Poe are best friends. Never talked to the guy. I thought Poe was a made-up character for a while until Miss Becky spoke about him. There you go. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Listen, it would put yourself in the shoes, right? Whether it's true or not. Imagine if a fucking, an Asian website was fucking had your shit on it that you were looking for love. And if it's true, you'd be embarrassed as fuck. You'd be embarrassed as fuck, like, oh, damn, especially obviously if it was a secret. It don't look good. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not meant for certain topics, that it's not cool to discuss them or talking or having a conversation about it. I don't know. I just do the best I can, and if it sucks, then it sucks. But oh, okay, Cinderella, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Um, I don't know. I keep stumbling upon it because when I first saw it, I was like, no fucking way. I was like, what? I was like, oh shit. I was even laughing. I'm not gonna lie. It's, no chicky, no washi. I was laughing. Not gonna lie. But again, after I settled down, I was like, I wasn't. I wasn't sure what to think of it. I'm like, this is too fucked up. But the AI that Scott does, the diversion is, oh, it was Scientology. It was Scientology. Not everything is fucking Scientology. And just like not everything's you, right? The other live I did, I said, well, who's holding Lara accountable for Josiah's Go Fuck Me fund? Her name was the only name on it, Lara Anderson. It was right there. Nobody dared to question the rock star on a live or in public. Not that I saw, at least. Scott has many people right there physically in real life, behind the scenes, friends that were enemies, enemies that are now friends. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes all the time. I don't know if it's illegal or not. I don't that I can't speak on because I have no fucking clue. But DOA says he didn't destroy the movement nor did Streets. But you know what, Scott? In my opinion, you destroyed it by making accusations. For example, Denver J. Denver J was the first anti-Scientologist protester that had a run-in with a Scientologist in real life in front of an org in Denver, and fucking the Scientologist attacked him. We're not talking about like a little light poke on the chest. Physically, like, went after him, and Denver J wasn't even out of his fucking truck yet. That Curtis Johnson, right? So making accusations, talking shit about Denver J. Like, for example, when Denver J was in LA and had to go to court, right? And another example, for Ellie, causing trouble and making false claims and talking shit and being vicious and just lies upon lies and selfless self, and if Pearl was involved and all the players involved in that, let's just broaden it, all the players involved about Ellie, right? DOA bringing Becky to his live, right? When Becky first was at the encampment, Becky had said many times, I don't want to be on camera or whatever. She was there. You could hear her, but you didn't really see her. And then one day, DOA, his decision, he had Becky behind the camera, full conversation, full control while Scott was doing his stuff. So Scott was the one that brought Becky to his live at the encampment, and then shitting on her. And then Sassafras calling her nuts. Everybody dogging Sassafras, saying she's a hoarder and look at her house when she was doing a live, to later say that Becky said, well, if people knew her or followed her or knew what was going on, she was getting all her shit together to get rid of it and sell it, or storage, something to that nature. Then he says, right, there are, excuse me, right, no one ever questions Lara. She was smart to pick DOA as a shield. Another example, DOA getting loud with cops and Scientologists while he's protesting, puffing his chest and dick swinging, at the residence too, right? Calling the people names, calling the cops names, getting loud, pushing the boundaries, fucking around and finding out. But then when the tables are turned on Scott, he cries for the cops to come. That's a double standard, no? The cops he has said it recently that not all cops are bad, but it's to his convenience also. And Becky has said many times, the LAPD is fucking shit. They're all shysters. But when shit comes down on him, right? When Sheep Show and Ice Cold Audits and Katie Kidman were down there, and fucking Scott's all like shit in his pants, not in the bucket, and call cops. I'm calling the cops. Double standard. So the cops are not good enough. They're pieces of shit until you need to call them and cry. Matthew the King, another example. Fucking DOA shitted on Matthew the King, talked all kinds of crap about him. One of the times across on Fountain Avenue from the front of Big Blue building on Fountain Avenue, that little side street, the cops were on DOA and Matthew the King was right there, standing by DOA's side to help him because he believed in the helping, he believed in the cause, he believed in the community, he believed everything in that nature. But for what? And said horrible things about Matthew the King. He called him Osa and all this BS. He always, and DOA is a fraud, said he always attacks for content. And that's caught on. My content. I love it. Matthew says, DOA told me we're not yelling at the cops anymore. Yeah, okay. You know who made a change? One of the first persons that made a change that I remember? Aja. Hollywood Aja said she was going to take a different approach and she didn't want to be that person no more. She didn't want to be obnoxious, yelling, cursing, screaming. I mean, I love Aja, but she was like, she was going to handle it in a different way. I remember that. You didn't do anything that he didn't do at that time, Matthew. Exactly. Chris says, I noticed that too. Called out Matthew for doing the same shit he was doing himself. You know? Oh, really quick? Let me see here. All right, let me take off this Asian shit. So, like I said, just not a fun fact, but fun fact. The site is real. Okay, I put that out. I put that out. I put that out. You know, all these people, their personal lives are just in the way of everything. Everything. Aja doesn't get any props from me. She was Scotty's lapdog. But I understand. I understand what you're saying. But a lot of people were. So for me, I get what you're saying and I respect it. My views is that she was one of the people that, for whatever reason, said, fuck this shit, I'm done. Matthew the King says, Aja personally apologized to me. There are a lot of people in Scott's past that simped for him and then woke up. Everybody wakes up in their own time. What the fuck? I don't know what just happened there. Okay. All right. Now, this I wanted to bring this up real quick. He said I was escalating, but him and Henry and others got new restraining orders and new criminal charges. There's that. I mean, let's be clear. When I was watching all you guys live, I saw some moments where it got pretty heated. And in the moment, we all can lose our fucking temper. Or we might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But it's not something that's illegal or immoral. It's just everybody got their period and fucking lost their shit, if you will. Oh, Matthew, while it sucked when it happened, it probably turned out to be a blessing in disguise because he would have no problem taking you down with him as he has others. That's so true. That's so true. And like you guys told me, right, a while back with the SPTV.space, that I was really pissed off and upset and confused how I was treated and how I was talked to, not in real life, but in comments. Like, what the fuck did I do to deserve that? And what did you guys do? You turned around and said, you're better off without it. And you guys were right. I dodged a bullet on that shit. I'm glad she woke up, though. I am too. Aja woke up. Everybody takes their own time. I mean, there were times where I was ready to give up on Scott a while back, and I kept hoping for that better moment. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, maybe, all right, this wasn't a great day. He was wrong to do this. He fucked up doing that. The critiquing behind the scenes. But I was like, he just seems like such a good guy. I know it's somewhere in there. And it kept falling back. And I was like, that's it. I'm done. When I said I was done, I was fucking done. Oh, good morning, Diana. Yeah, she's okay. Thanks for filling her in. And let's not forget, this is a fact from his mouth. A lot of people, and this isn't an excuse, this is just a statement. Poe has some kind of cancer, if I'm not mistaken, and has to go to treatments that really fuck him up. Anybody that has cancer or has been through it and is in remission or has family members, cancer is not a fucking easy battle. When you leave, you lose in his world, and he believes that proves he's right, and the one who left is the liar. Okay. When you stay and stand up to him for yourself and others, you're a killer. All right. I just wanted to catch up with you guys in the chat. Okay. So, here's the thing. Relatable Reese, like I said, all these guys' personal lives, what I've seen happen throughout time, one of my thoughts is this. People were so wanting to help with the former Scientologist and protesting and doing their own thing and making flyers, making stickers, doing this and that. But their connection on a personal level with each individual content creator, former Scientologist, grew and grew and grew and grew. And the more comfortable they got, they shared stuff with the audience of their personal life. And I think that's where the big fuck up came into play. Because look at Reese. I mean, she's never probably in her life been alone. She doesn't know how to be alone. She's always had a man. What kind of man? We could go there, but I'm not going to. But look who she's with now. Now, here's the thing. She resigned on her own live and announced it from the board of the Aftermath, or excuse me, the SPTV Foundation. I still have that habit sometimes. So Reese had done that maybe a week or two ago, maybe longer. Sometimes time gets away from me, but she's still on the board, and it still goes to her YouTube channel. So I don't know why she's still there. I don't know how it works on a website to remove somebody, but to me, it just seems simple as a click of a button. Now, all these people that are left, so even though Reese resigned, she's still showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, Sir Crepitus and Poe on the Go weren't the only ones that took down their channel. Aaron Smith Levin's friend a lawyer friend, Zach Morgan. Okay. He is on the board. He is not a former Scientologist. And his YouTube channel is gone too. Now, out of everybody that was on the foundation after like 5 or 6 people quit, Natalie Webster was still on the board. She still is on the board, but she was the first one on the board that when you clicked on her name, it did not go to the YouTube channel. And I think that's a smart move because you keep the YouTube separate and you keep the board shit separate. But whatever. So we have Sir Crepidus is not on YouTube. We have Poe on the Go is off of YouTube. Zach Morgan's channel is not on YouTube. Becky, she did her live last night. She took her channel off of YouTube. So I just, it's not a good look for the foundation. It's not a good look for the former Scientologists. It's just not a good look at all. I'll go back to protest Scientology when Scott commits to leave and not come back. Let's see here. Just, Diana, just goes to show you that when you argue with a moron, they just bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. I'm reading comments. Never argue with a pig. You'll only get dirty, but the pig enjoys it. Diana, you saw Zach on Saturday night on YouTube. Well, it's not funny, but let's go back, all right? Let me show you. If we go to Zach Morgan on YouTube, right? Was he on somebody else's channel? His channel, per se, is gone. So if you type in your lawyer friend, Zach, right? And you search it. So he had been on other channels. He has had his own channel, but his channel is no longer there. So again, was he in somebody else's? Oh, okay. Poe thinks it was Scientology. Are you referring to the website, Matthew? Thanks for telling me, Diana. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. Some of it may be Scientology, but some of it is also self-inflicted, like Aaron cheating on Jenna. Like I said, myself, you guys, anybody out there, it doesn't matter if they're a celebrity, a civilian, law enforcement, a dominatrix, everything under the sun. We all have thoughts and opinions like everybody else. And human nature sometimes could make us wonder, like, wow, is that true? Is that really true? Or is that bullshit, right? Let me come out of there. Is that really true or is it bullshit? We won't know, but bringing their personal lives into it, in my opinion, did not help. Now, there's a content creator that I love dearly, and I like the fact is that he has multiple channels, and one of them, for the most part, sticks to a certain topic or area, if you will. Then another channel is for play. So it's totally separate, right? Which I think is a fabulous idea. So he does that. Excuse me. And then I believe there's a third channel for something else, which I haven't watched. But the point being is that the former Scientologists and those that came along for it to support it and protest or whatever the case may be, getting your personal life involved in something as strong as this did not help. Excuse me, did not help at all. But we're human. So once we feel comfortable, everybody has their own level. They get their channel. They, they're nervous or they're not nervous and they start. Some are naturals at it. Some people that I've met through YouTube or Rumble are just naturals at what they do. Like them or not. They have a good flow. But you get to feel comfortable with your audience. You get to feel like you have friends out there and you share things and you say things. You bring in your family. Yeah, Diana, that's who I'm referring to. That's exactly who I'm referring to. I love him and his family very much. Never met them. Thank you, Zanny. I appreciate that. Thank you. I still don't take compliments well. But when it's like you don't shit where you eat. I said it once out of spite and actual proof. Well, no, excuse me. Spite and a fact. If Scott was truly going there to protest Scientology in LA for day one, and he meant what he said, then he should have kept his dick in his pants, just like some have said about Aaron. Have a good one, Diana. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy your day. And Diana said, I don't care about Aaron's private life. I only care about taking down Scientology. Yeah. It's not a good look, right? I mean, come on. Again, whether it's corporate America or a famous person, it's not a good look. For me, the bottom line is rapists, sex offenders, pedophiles. That's something I can't come back from. I can't. Every sinner can have a future. Every saint has a past. But when it comes to that shit, no. Fuck no. Physically, yes, Matthew. Absolutely. And like I said, when Scott was dogging about Rabbit, why the fuck is she talking about it? Because she invested her time and her channel on it. And she has the right to do whatever she wants. Why are you so worried about what Rabbit does? Why don't you worry about your own shit? I know it's something to talk about, but I'm just saying. She got to know these people just like we have. Some of you guys have learned about the content creators on a whole nother level. It's not just you. It goes farther than Rumble and YouTube. It goes farther than that. She did it, in my opinion, she did it because, number one, she cared. Number two, she invested time into it, in the stories and the people, former members. And number three, yeah, her channel, it was all about crimes that were committed in Scientology. But here is the last part of Rabbit. It's not her words exactly, it's my words. It's a translation. She basically now told everybody in the Scientology, go fuck yourselves. She's done. She doesn't give a shit. She didn't realize it was going to be so much drama and bullshit and he said and she said and to the point of not being normal. And all the crap. She is done with it. So, because of all the fucking around and finding out, Down the Rabbit Hole News told them, fuck off, I'm done. The AI that Scott does with the premieres, that tends to make it presented as true or facts or factual. But is it? Or is that just to make you look credible and also an online distraction? To me, I lean more towards to make him look credible. Like, oh, just in case one of my followers or supporters doesn't believe me, let me do this, let me do that. Or maybe I need to spice it up a little bit. That kumbaya moment he had when he hadn't done a live over the weekend, I'm thinking to myself, his handlers, whether it's Lara, Direwolf, again, Trucker Girl, any of those people, his family, whoever the fuck it was, maybe he had to talk with them and been like, listen, this is what has happened. This is what's been done. This is what needs to be done. This is what you need to do. Blah, blah, blah. While you're here, you're going to travel there. You're going to stay this person, whatever the fuck it is. It's all planned out. Because again, when that camera goes off behind the scenes, we don't know what's going on. But there's a thought. DOA doesn't care how it looks. It's all about the content. His minions look just as bad as he does for going along with his nonsense. Amen to that. What Aaron did was awful, but at least he doesn't have a restraining order from his niece. Sister, cheating is awful. There you go. That part, Matthew. Cheating is awful, but it's not a sex crime. Until it isn't. Until it is. Zanny's right. Leah Remini told them all to fuck off, too. She told them all to fuck off. And if anybody is still listening, I just want to make it quite clear. I'm busy doing my own live, and I don't know what the fuck happened. But I never had a mod except for 2 seconds when there were multiple counts of Hollywood Aja and Mexican long hair grabbed the wrench, checked it out, verified it was Hollywood Aja, the real one, and gave it back. I've never had a mod. I've never had a mod. So I don't get it. Exactly, Matthew. The thing I've noticed is that all these people, mostly from Nora's crowd, are so desperate to win the Victim Olympics. They want to call everyone an abuser, and he triggered them. Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. I'll be honest. The falling out with Aaron and Nora, I don't give a fuck. But the bottom line is, of all people you're going to run to is DOA because you need to be on a rah-rah team. Everybody wants to feel wanted and needed, and a lot of people do care. They want to do anything they can do to help. But for Nora, especially with all the heated arguments they've had back and forth, she goes to DOA's team. If we're gonna be honest about it, like why do you guys need anybody? Why can't you just do your own shit? It's all personal beef with Nora, DOA, and Aaron. It is. But see, that doesn't... DOA is a fraud. Isn't that justifying my comment? The key word I said, personal. When people bring their personal shit, whether it's sex or home life or whatever, you feel you're putting your personal shit out there or behind the scenes with texts and phone calls. I'm not saying to stop don't ever have any communication with anybody because that's stupid. That's a dumb comment. That's a dumb fucking statement. But when certain things that you want to represent, right? Like we say about Scott's credibility and his accountability. Well, it goes the same for the former Scientologists. I called out Nora acting like Scott and the bad behaviors. I mean, she had her moments before, but you notice how loud she's gotten? She has to scream to make her fucking point and puff her chest out. For the guys, I call it dick swinging. For the women, Becky said titty. I said titty swinging. You know, puff out your chest and be quienes más macho. Quienes más macho. Me too, Chris. No shit. Ain't lying. Yeah, wasn't my cup of tea either. That's a nice way to put it. It wasn't my cup of tea. To be honest, all these years that I watched Aaron from day one, I mean, that's just one example, right? When I came to YouTube, because Rumble, I've only done it for a little bit. When I came to YouTube, I never subbed to Aaron. There's certain people that I watched and viewed for a long ass time. I made my own decisions. I listened, I learned, I watched. But when I came to YouTube, I never subbed to him. Not that he cares, and I'm not saying it as a dig. I'm not saying it as a bitch. I'm saying that's my fact. That's my truth. There's certain people I just never sub to. For my own reasons that I felt now. Because it's not always about... No, it doesn't matter. I said my point. Yeah. Like I said, I know my faults. You guys have heard me say it 1,000 times. I can talk shit sometimes a little bit, sometimes a lot. I get fucking mad as shit. I can swear, and I can also be calm. I know my good points. I know my bad points. Never claimed to be perfect. Never said I was better than anybody else. But when I see something wrong, and I don't fucking like it, I have a reason, and I'll say it. And I think that's another great thing about having your own channel. But for me, I try as hard as I can to do what I want to do, what I would like to talk about, hoping that you guys all enjoy the conversation, discussion, the laughters, the cries, the anger, the frustration, everything along with it. And that's why I started out today with today's live with, listen, if there's somebody in the chat that you don't like or get along with, work it out, ignore them or block them. Because I can't with it. Like, I'm fucking like, what? I have to distract myself away from you guys that are taking time out of your life to listen and hang out? No. Fuck them. Now, if it crosses a line, then it's a different story. Yeah. Yeah. I said it a lot of times. Scott ruined the Scientology protesting for me. That's me, and that's where I stand on it. As far as the former Scientologists, everybody can have their moment. We're all human. But a lot of shit they did on their own, they didn't need Scott's help. They did it on their own. That's the way I feel. You know, Scott is not the smartest, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And he doesn't have control over everybody. He is not the earth, wind, and fire that he likes to sometimes portray himself as, the one that knows it all. But other people are guilty too. And, thank you. Again, Zanny, thank you. That's very kind of you. So, again, I told you, hashtag certified, hashtag potluck live. For those that old school, potluck is just, you never know what you're going to get. Just bringing shit. So to simplify, to put hashtag mixed bag of things. Of course they did it on their own, but he wants to take credit for all of it. Yeah. There are some things that people don't like or agree with, and I like here's the thing. I truly think it's great, like the Clearwater crew, that they're out there protesting, doing their thing. And with all the bullshit and drama going on, they didn't stop. I mean, they're at the mecca of Scientology in Clearwater, Florida. You've seen it on the live streams. It's a big fucking place. While other people that are protesting, they're outside of these little shit stores that may not even be a block long. They don't have that much material to work with. But my point was, you don't have to be right in front of the goddamn place. Go around the corner. Go, be a couple blocks away. Do something like that. But the protesters in Clearwater, some of them have taken hits. I'm not really sure of what it is. I heard shit floating around, but I don't really have my finger on it, so I don't know. But they're still doing their thing. And, per se, there is no recruiting center right there at Mecca. It's on the outskirts. But that's a tourist area as well. So while everybody's freezing their ass off in New York and Jersey and Pennsy and Midwest and all the people that are freezing their asses off, they're out there in T-shirts and shorts. The Christmas holiday break just took place from school. So they're down there half naked in the swimming pool and loving it. Right? So they can let tourists know. Hashtag white elephant would be appropriate too. People following a leader with an IQ of 80. Zanny, thank you again. I do enjoy your channel very much. It's relaxing. While at the same time hitting some hard subjects. That's really kind of you. I appreciate it. You don't hear the flush? Yeah. It's, there's so many things to talk about or cover, this or that, but, I mean, the SPT Foundation, that was going to hell in a handbasket real quick. People dropping like flies off the foundation. People dropping out of the protests a long time ago, right? People were attacked that were good people. And slandered. See, it's the slandering and the disgusting shit that they're doing. But then again, not everybody agrees with me, or what my idea is bullshit. It may not be their idea of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? To the length that some people will go to fuck with somebody is my whole point. That is my point. Yeah. So Zanny comment, I am over this COS thing. People have right to do drugs and live on sidewalks. I am not about to tell someone where I think they should attend church, and the feds know everything about COS. I can't remember if I said it on a live or privately, but I had said, the excuse about the IRS is fucking come and gone too. They dropped the ball. Because when that shit went down, when Scientologists infiltrated the IRS, that shit was so fucking long ago, guys. For those that are younger that don't really know, check it out yourselves on the Google. But half those people are either fucking retired or dead. They got fresh blood in there. So what is the IRS's excuse now? That excuse is long. There's so many excuses that people use, and I'm just like, for me, it's I call bullshit. I smell bullshit. Fuck that shit. It's retarded. It's ridiculous. Me too. No, Derek, I don't know what the outcome was. No idea. Not sure. Let me check, Chris. Yeah. I wrote Chris's. I wrote him and Perloff when they went after Denver J and Ellie. Yeah. Like I said, the amazing, horrible thing is what lengths people will go to come after somebody. Yeah. I just can't with them. I didn't watch it, but I saw something that caught my eye. So well, instead of talking about it, let me just show you. So, number one, I don't mess it up, and number two, you guys don't think I'm full of shit. Not that you do, but just saying. Because I was like, what the fuck? Now, unless you guys know that this is what I'm doing, meaning I'll let you know when I'm fucking around and digging and talking shit. You guys know because I'll start joking about it. But this is, let me see. I think it was this one. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up.
Because Nance case just always making sure that
Good for you, Matthew. All right, so here's something that I want to talk about real quick. I kind of had this on my card for it, but I didn't. All right, so this is a little bit of shit talking and truth, facts. Okay, Crazy Love is Love had, from their conversations on Alive, had said that Crazy Love is Love bugged the shit out of DOA to be on a panel and to talk and to communicate. And then later on, it came into play that she had been following him since the convoy. Okay, that's not the point. The point of it is that this protester out in Utah is a married lesbian with a kid. Didn't know DOA in real life. DOA and Lara went to Utah to protest. You have a man that, if you followed him since the convoy, then you're going to know that there are things that have been said about him zooming in on children. But you still allowed a strange man that you've never met in real life to come stay with you and your family, right? Okay. So, with that being said, fast forward, I was like, okay, well, now that she has her new foundation, did she generally mean what she said to Scott, or did she say all that shit because she meant to end? She wanted people to recognize and follow her so that when she got this new foundation set up, she would be supported, which I have not seen. Now, somebody did bring up a good point. I said, with all the protesters getting in trouble and fucking around and finding out, why isn't Crazy Love is Love's new foundation helping out? Now, one of the members on her board is also New Generation, which is Lara FM's best friend. She has a kid. You've seen her out there protesting. She's on the board as well. So, when it comes to ethical factors of having a foundation, like we've seen with the Aftermath, with the SPTV Foundation, let me ask you this before I show you this. Is it ethical for somebody to have a foundation that had a strange man that she's never met in and around her with her kid? Is that ethical? When you open up a foundation and you've been yelling and screaming and ranting and raving, protesting, should that be does that look bad when you have your own foundation? Is that ethical? When you have a foundation that you're saying supporting people and protesters and people's human rights, civil rights, freedom of speech, but yet you're mimicking, critiquing, shit talking others, is that ethical? Is that right? Does that make your foundation look good? Okay. So, with that being said, there was a panel the other night, and I'm not going to get into it. Excuse me, 1 second. I'm not going to get into it, meaning the details, like the whole thing, and watch the whole live, but I just want to show you names that are on here, because if you haven't seen it and you think that this is something you would like to address to defend yourself or have a conversation about, then here you go. In my opinion, Derek says, in my opinion, it's not unethical. Okay. Top chats. I'm a chatbot. I was programmed by Ellie. Cool. Okay. Good. All right. So this is what I wanted to share with you who are going to, if you're not watching on the live, you can watch on the replay. Okay. Let me come back in here real quick. Let's see here. Yeah, I see you Friday. Unless it's something really fucked up, I don't care. I mean, I care. Just I'm not gonna let it bother me because I'm busy. You know what I mean? All right. So the thing of it is that there are people that may not realize that they were mentioned in this live video. But again, you see the title yourself, Nance Drew, The Truth Behind the Lies, allegedly featuring Korn. So let me just play this and you guys watch for yourself, and I'll actually let me make sure the volume's on. And let's go.
That's how I got him to be my mod. Hey, Papa. And he was so concerned for Nance that night. And it was not a weird parasocial concern. It was he didn't want to log off until he knew she was okay. So, yeah, don't go after Papa.
So, you know, these guys are just, they were just there. Okay. So 1 hour into the video, they received $2,000 in donations. Okay. Now you guys might want to get your notebooks out because this one can get a little combobulated. Okay. So 3 minutes and 11 seconds into the video, she claims that she had to pay a $500 deductible.
Have you noticed YouTube has way more ads than it used to? Here's how you can block them for free. This is Pi, and it blocks.
Because she had some.
So I don't know the context behind it, but it's a layout they're going over what happened with Nance Drew. Well, thank you for clicking the like. I appreciate that, Top Chats. Thank you. But here's the thing. You may care, you may not care. I'm just looking out to say this video that was done, I don't know the whole video. I didn't want to watch it, didn't care, but this is what caught my eye. So video streamed May 14th, 2024. Mods Ellie, Genwell, Miss Sunrise Dawn, Jules Fire Rocks, Sassy Cat, Leah, Papa Smurf 80. Okay. So let me put the link to that video in the chat. That way, at your own discretion, okay, if you want to find out what it's about, then you can. And if you don't give a shit, then that's fine too. Yes, it's on my about section. When you scroll down under the links, like on the about section of me, the last link under that, it'll say that, and you can do that there. So again, this is not to shit stir. This is not to be crazy. I just wanted to let those people out there know that not only were their names on this information, I don't know what was behind it, if it was good or bad, or if things were taken out of context. So I did that from my heart and my head. Nothing more, nothing less. And thank you. All right. So I thank you all for being here, and I'm going to give you a little goodbye before we dip out. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, follow on Rumble if you want to get a membership. They're only $5. If you want to gift a membership, that's great too. My Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are in the description and down below the video. They always help me out. I appreciate it. Always needed and appreciated, since people like to still rag on me that I like to beg and shit, right? Oh, and right before when I was just finishing up my sentence, I took a look over at from my parents, my Give Send Go. And I noticed this. I was just ready to finish up on the live. Anonymous giver 6 days ago, $100. 7 days ago. I just put a heart on it. To the anonymous giver that gave to the donations, whoever you are, thank you so very much. You are greatly appreciated. And that was very helpful and kind. So I thank you. I like to say thank yous on my live, whether it's anonymously or, they put a name on it. So thank you for that. That's another thing too. I'm going to put this in the chat as well. You can go over there and read up on it. It's for my parents for Hurricane Helene in Florida, and then not even a week later, fucking Milton came along. So again, to that anonymous donor, I thank you so very much. I'm getting a little choked up, a little verklempt. So thank you. This link that I just dropped is for them. Solely them. And again, everything is in here. So I haven't updated in a while because I've been very fucking frustrated about it. Oh, Jesus. All right. So, with that being said, before we head out, thank each and every one of you for being here. I hope you are blessed. I hope you stay blessed. And you guys know what I'm about to say. If you can't be good, be good at it. Catch you next time.
Load of us.